嗯。OK， 好，忘记开机器人了。好，现在应该可以了。OK， 然后看一下。好，并且 Hello 你好 ，Justin Hello 你好，默默 Hello 你好 ，Wilson Hello 你好。OK， 上次我们要找水蛭，后来没找到，其实只是有一个岔路没有走到而已。
I think this is the place Arsen told me about. It's swarming with leeches.
好，就是这边。
to find one similar enough to him. They all look the same. Right. By concentrating only on the biggest ones.
好，这个地方是在这边。其实过了这个十字架的地方的时候，这边有个地方可以走。只之前一直没注意到。OK， 这样就可以进行找水蛭的任务。水蛭。
No, too thin.
太瘦了，声音调大声一点。然后这个
Looks similar enough, but maybe I should look at others before choosing.
看起来足够了，不过再看一下吧。
It has a nasty scar. This is not the one.
这只不行。哦，到处都是，还有4个。
I don't know. Something is off with this one.
这个呢，看起来还蛮大的。
Hideous. It's laying eggs right now.
正在产卵，所以不行吗？
The size fits. This is the one. No need to search further.
水蛭，然后我应该，好，前面就不能走了。这个还没调查的也不能调查了，那就回去了。然后我们应该回到船屋的地方吗？船屋应该是在这边吧。好，我们要不要再去找那个家伙？跟他报告一下，有拿到水蛭了。打扰了 ，OK。
Excuse me.
好，所以我们要直接去找神父。这边吗？好，不是。
Which path should I?
穿过森林，沿着湖岸，穿过森林吗？穿过森林会回到刚刚的十字路。然后到神父的地方应该是直走吗？还是左转？忘记了。 好，直走才对。这边是警察局，所以走这边。教堂，好，我们可以回来。教堂这边把水蛭交给神父。
It's locked.
锁住了，等下正常的吗？上次也是走这边。有约江，好，慢江，加油，加油！打扰了
，Excuse me.
Of course.
？Excuse me.
Of course.
我应该把海姆啊，水蛭交给神父吗？
He doesn't want this thing alive, only dead.
必须死！好，我们拿刀子。加上水蛭
I should probably try something else.
什么意思火柴吗？我好像把火柴给了别人。火柴在旅馆里。
I should probably try something else.
十字架。
I won't execute this vile thing here. Not in his house.
所以是对的，用十字架。这样子呢
Evil, meet this weapon of faith.
It's dead. I should give it to Henry now.
插了2个洞，所以我们也可以选择真的把那只宠物给杀掉。海姆死了。
Hem is dead.
Proof?
Stabbed to death.
Are you sure this is him?
Arson killed it in front of my eyes.
How did you manage to persuade that old fool?
Does it really matter now? It's done. The thing is rotting in hell.
Right. I have no reason to doubt the word of a fellow man of the cloth. You can go tell Arson I will come to visit him soon. His house needs to be blessed.
I will. God bless you.
God bless you.
Take the boat.
去取船，奔向真理。
I'll keep you in my prayers and hope we'll meet again soon.
步行穿过小镇，立即去找阿森，应该是没差吧？直接去找阿森好了。然后再来通知他，神父会来找他，不过还是需要他把那只宠物藏起来。完成了，我给亨利带去了一条森林里的死水蛭。
It's done. I gave Henry a dead leech from the forest. Here, take him back.
My child! Oh, how I've missed him. God bless you.
你不在会被教会放逐了。
You are no longer banned from the church. Henry said he'll come by soon to bless your house.
Wonderful news. I am so grateful, stranger.
Don't forget to hide Hem from Henry and other people. You'll get yourself expelled again if you don't.
I already have an idea where I'll keep him safe. You did your part. No need to worry about me. And I did my part too. I moved my parents out of the boat and into my house. Just temporarily. until I can move them back to their grave. Take the boat now.
How can I find Click?
Get to the other side
到
and
湖
then
对岸，
follow
沿
the
着岸边
shore.
走，
Once you get there, you'll know it. You
到了
really
就会知道。
can't miss the 3 white fingers.
3根白色的手指。好，可以上船了。好，多多绿茶 ，Hello， 你好。喝水好，我有放了一个饮料。
The boat is here, but they left. It might be too late, but I have to try.
3根手指在那边。
Have to get on top of that hill.
好，子芳 ，Hello， 子芳 ，Hello， 你好。
Now more than ever.
我可以搭船，还可以搭船回去吗？
Khatur's boat. The inside is so dark. No, wait. It is full of blood.
阿图尔的船。哦，我天！
Damn crows!
还可以再调查吗？
It's full of someone's
全是
blood.
某人的鲜血。
Nothing else to see in there.
阿图尔应该是跟那个维多利亚一起来的嘛？
Arson's boat, which I intend to return to the old man.
好，可以前进了。
Click.
他一路爬上来了。
Crows. They are everywhere. At least a dozen circling above these finger-like rocks. I should try to find some clues where Khatur might have taken Nikolai as quickly as possible.
啊，对哦，尼可拉也被他带过来了。两个地方，雕刻品。素描。
3 triangles with a line down the middle. It's the same symbol we saw on the balcony door. 7 symbols, marks, or something else. Whatever it is, it symbolizes something malevolent.
这好像都是之前看过的东西。2个地方，好，没了。已经不止一次看到这个符号了，不过还没有什么结论，也没触发什么事件。
This rock looks like an altar. Blood. Lots of blood here. Drag marks in the blood, splattered to the right of the rock.
地面有拖动的血迹。
Now smaller drops. Very hard to spot. They lead towards those small rocks.
到这边的小石头来。
I'm struggling to notice anything here, but those look like bloody fingerprints.
看起来像是染血的指纹哦，又一路走过来。
Footprints and marks of a body being dragged into the woods. Was Nikolai sacrificed here? I have no choice.
恭喜连假，对啊，好像跟我没关系啊。不过你们不是也放假吗？你们也有放假吧？啊，脚印跟拖曳尸体的痕迹。
Has led me here to a watermill deep inside.
放完了。这里之前不是来过吗？
Followed the whole time.
还是另外一个地方，一直被跟踪。水车。
I can hear something. A very faint sound coming from down there.
从下面传来微弱的声
Small
音。
window was hidden behind this bush.
哦，我的天！
That's Nikolai. He's either unconscious or dead. That massive pendulum is about to slice him
其实跟这
in
没
two.
关系。对啊，我们这边还有一天了。试着叫醒他。
Nikolai! Wake up, Nikolai! Nothing. He's not moving.
离开试试别的方法。这边过得来，然后，哎呦，对岸打过来吧。这个也不是我们能够考虑的。还有2个地方可以调查，再来是门口雕塑。
They all look the same. A tripod structure with 2 triangles on top, made of
三
twigs
脚
and
架
tied up with
结
a
构
yellow，plant
顶部有2个三角形，有树枝制成。
I'm not sure if they are meant to keep the worshippers safe or harm the sacrifice by deepening their pain.
尸体
God, judging by the ghastly look of the face, this man was flayed and impaled while still being alive.
活着的时候被剥皮，然后被一刀刺死。
God, judging by the
好，进门看看，准备要到地下室去。机制，皮肤，真的是皮肤哦。应该就是在控制那个机
This
器。
mechanism is making the pendulum swing. There's no other explanation. I should try to stop the wheels, but I'd need something long and strong enough to do that.
菜刀，
I have no faith in the outcome. This I should try.
十字架，
That's a strange notion.
死亡之哨。这是什么？皮肤诶。
Human skin. I still can't fathom the hate and cruelty shared among God's creations.
上帝的造物对彼此的仇恨跟残酷。血管，
More blood. Wherever I go in this place, all I see is blood and death.
血管，这个翻译是不是有点问题？
I can't open it. The doorknob is missing.
把手不见了。好哦，砍刀门，
This feels wrong.
十字架门。
That's a strange notion.
那这边好像没什么可以调查的呢。死亡之哨门，
I struggle to find a reason to do that.
死亡之哨加血管，
I have no.
加皮肤，
I should contemplate more about. That's a.
哦，还是要离开了吗？圣经能干嘛呢？加血管。
I have no faith in the.
圣经呢，书应该也可以啦，书拿书去卡一下，应该也是 OK 的。
This feels wrong.
我们需要长的东西，所以外面应该有那个棍子吧？外面的棍子应该可以用，这样可以再把尸体拿起来吗？
I think I'm going to throw up. But this stake could be what I need for the mechanism of the wheel.
对。吐了。
This is a nightmare.
OK， 我们可以把柱子拿起来了。
It is massive, but I think I'll manage to carry it for this short distance. They all look. I'm not. 哦，可以把柱子拿来卡机关。卡住了，门也开了。 You're alive.
门为什么会开？是。
Come here. I'm too weak to.
坑。
How did you find me? I thought you already left town.
You can thank God for that.
There's no time. We must get out of here. I don't know where Hatur is, but I fear he... No, not anymore. Please.
出现了。
I'm everywhere. I see and hear everything.
你的身体因为长袍而变黄，但你还有一张脸。你想要什么？好，库索菲 ，Hello， 你好。
Your body is yellow because of the robe, but you have a face.
My face is a mask.
Someone told me moon ghouls have yellow bodies and shadows instead of faces. So what are you?
I am the king. You, that worm at your feet, the child on the pier.
你们都是卡萨格的奴隶。
Slaves to Kasag.
你想要什么？
What do you want?
Where is Nermin?
I don't know that man.
More importantly, where is the book?
What book?
Get down, crawl like a worm, start praying to that god of yours.
Please. We only want Victoria.
You wouldn't be here if that was the case, facing the final moments of your existence. Tell me where Nerman is, and your agony will be brief. Give me the book, and your soul will be left to wander free.
自由的游荡。
Don't do it.
到底是要放过我们，还是不要放过我们的意思？
Until the last drop of blood has left your body. You will be then sent to Achrizath to serve Kasag.
真难懂。我知道你昨天跟维多利亚谈过了。
I know you talked to Victoria last night.
She was asked the same questions, and she refused to talk, just like the two of you. Things would have been different for everyone if she did her part.
What part? We came in this town to find...
It hurts, I know. You should blame her.
你没听到警察局长说的话吗？维多利亚跟内明已经消失了。
Didn't you hear the chief of police? Victoria and Nermin have disappeared.
Norin is insignificant. A blind follower
好，
of
诺伦是警察局长。
yours. You know exactly where they are hiding.
我不知道你说的是什么书，尼古拉，
I
你
don't
知
know
道
what
吗？
book you're talking about. Nikolai, do you?
The Sekfra. I already told him. I don't know anything about it.
赛
The
克弗
long
拉，
lost occult book.
The original was destroyed by the Inquisition.
It was.
神秘
Until
书
a
籍
new one was written.
被销毁的神秘书籍
Enriched with secrets beyond your earthly realm, and more powerful than your silly little Bible. You know where it is, and you know what will happen if you don't give it to me. I'm giving you the last chance to speak up. And don't try to escape. Give up the book, or tell me where it is.
I should do something, but what? God help me.
我可以来调查这个钟摆。
Sharp enough to split a hair in two. I dare not imagine getting in the way of its swing.
现在是谈话吗？我知道这本书在哪里。什么也不说，尝试找到摆脱困境的方法。或者可以先存档，不过不能存了。什么也不说，尝试找到摆脱困境的方法。对方也是蛮有耐心的。保存。好吧，看来选项就只有
Sharp enough.
选项就只有我知道这本书在哪里。
I know where the book is.
Tell me.
我一定记得，我在房子里看到，我一定记得。
I have to remember.
Enough with the two of you!
Nikolai, do something!
Midvari kortsi achrisar kasag.
对，现在面对的应该是邪教首领吧？哎呦，十字架想要找到吗？有，就是，其实我们就是走过那个有经过那个地板上插了很多十字架的地方，然后前面有一个岔路，我们没有走到，有个岔路，然后就一直都只有路过，但是没有调查过这样。
Come here.
我可以直接读档吗？这个档案比
How did you find?
You can thank God for that.
There's no time. No, not anymore. Please.
哦，已经进巨星了。
I'm
Here. So, what? I know. Didn't
哦，
I
书
don't.
I'm giving and
I should.
刚刚选错了，刚刚选错了，我们应该
I know where the
我们
book.
应该要骗他书在哪边了。我在房子里看到过，
I saw it in the house.
be more specific.
The bookshelf upstairs.
I have searched the whole house. Don't try to lie to me.
好嘞，
I have to remember.
Enough!
Nickel.
哎，所以根本就不能跟他谈话，谈话就是错误的选项。加载，这个快速保存。哎，等一下，加载由我自己保存这个。所以我根本就不能跟他谈话，谈话没有用，所以使用道具呢，砍刀、哈图尔攻击他。
I have your book.
You worthless being! You will regret! Mitvare! Kortsi! Twitch!
他还是念完这个咒文了。
Help me tie him up.
哎，我们成功了吗？
Kasag sees you! He knows what you did!
Let's get out of here. There's another lever at the top of the stairs.
Remember, there can be only one God.
Mitvare kortsi, mitvare
Sharp enough.
kortsi.
怎么了？
Nothing in this pocket. And nothing in here. Wait. Interesting. A key. Maybe we'll need it.
Good idea to search him. Let's leave this place now.
哈图尔的钥匙，那这边还有个坑。
I can't see a thing. It looks bottomless.
右手边还有没有东西？好，没有，离开吧。好，那个人死掉了。让我们回到这间房子来。
Are you sure about this?
If I have to choose between two nightmares, I'll take the one in my head. You should get some rest too.
好，他们要回来这边。 休息一下再做打算。哈图啊是怎么把你带走
How
的
did Kotar manage to take you away?
I don't know. He just appeared in front of my eyes. And then everything went dark. From then on, my mind kept phasing in and out, so I don't remember much. Until I was awakened by these appalling screams. He was skinning a
正在
man
活剥一个人的皮。
alive, impaled on a stake.
Who was that skinned man?
During one of the conscious phases, I remember seeing him in the boat. He had no skin on his face and no eyes. It was impossible to know his identity. He was a living corpse.
水车里发生了什么
What？ happened in the watermill?
I don't want to talk about it.
You are drained of energy. Your face is ghastly pale and you barely talk. But you don't seem physically injured, so what happened?
I'm not certain we killed him, Benedict. Can death die?
You heard his screams at the end. That man is no longer part of this reality.
I think he cursed me. He said so many words in an ancient language, and then with every word that came out, there was a weight inside. It was becoming heavier, unpleasant, until unbearable. He was trying to curse my soul, Benedict. He wanted me to let it go.
You are here. You survived. Calm down now.
No,
No need to
不是
talk about it anymore.
啊，我要去楼下的沙发上躺一
I'm
会
going
儿
to。lay on the couch downstairs. Not really. As soon as he falls asleep, I'm getting out of here.
When I close my eyes,
那我们还是想要离开就是了
I。see the pendulum getting closer with each breath.
What happened in the lodge?
It was that detective. He deceived us. He pushed us into this
侦探
trap.
欺骗了我们。
Thank God we split. We would have been both dead by now if we hadn't.
即使是你，也不应该再怀疑维多利亚已经卷入了这个地方的恐怖
There
之
should
中
be。no more doubt, even for you. Victoria is involved in the horrors of this place.
She's not. You heard Hatur. He said that she was asked the same questions about Nairman in a book, which means she was captured and tortured too.
That man was lying, and he never said she was tortured, just that he asked her the same questions.
他为什么要租这个房子3晚？我们应该一起离开，明天就走。
Why did she rent the house for 3 nights? We were supposed to leave together immediately the next day.
I don't know. She just said to me we were going to stay more. I thought she was just joking. You know her.
No, I don't know her. Not anymore. It was Lucia, the owner of this cozy house, who told me it was rented for that long. Why would she stay this long? And without telling us, if not for obscure intentions?
She's not guilty, Benedict. For God's sake, it's your sister we're talking about.
你知道维多利亚跟哈图尔昨晚在森林里进行了友好的交谈吗？
Did you know that Victoria and Hatur had a friendly conversation in the woods last night?
Who told you that?
Madame Vera, the neighbor.
In the woods?
I went in there and found fresh footprints near a mass of human remains. Can you explain that?
It could have been someone else, or that neighbor is lying.
Remember what Mostov said before letting us go? Hatur was looking for Victoria last night, before the incident at the castle.
I don't believe anyone. She had nothing to do with those atrocities.
To sum up, and please don't interrupt me.
总而言之，请不要打断我。维多利亚跟内明毁去了市长的容貌，并且去崇拜一个邪神、恶神。
Victoria and Nairman disfigured the mayor to worship a malignant deity. I'm getting sick just by saying this, but the mayor was Nairman's father, so you can imagine what kind of monster he is.
他把我拽到这个小镇上，声称我们只住1晚。
She dragged me into this town claiming that we would be staying just 1 night, but she actually rented the house for 3 nights. Did she plan to sacrifice me to her new master? Maybe even the both of us.
哈图尔认识他，自称为食人族之王的那个人。
Hatur knew her, a man who called himself the king of a cannibal tribe. Maybe she has that book he was looking for. Maybe she just didn't want to tell him where Nairman is. All I know, a man that evil would have killed her in the woods if they didn't have a mutual agenda.
维多利亚抛弃了上帝，变成我们的父母，担心他会变成了那个样子。
Victoria left God and became what our parents feared she could be. She murdered that man in the Carcassa forest, and she murdered her unborn child.
She did not.
Our child is not dead.
I already saw that in our family. Victoria became what our parents feared she could become. Our aunt.
She never told me anything bad about your aunt.
She murdered her unborn child too.
Murdered? That's impossible. Victoria would never have kept such a secret from me.
Nikolai, she kept her mouth shut because she's afraid of becoming just like our aunt.
Enough. Leave. You can say
明
whatever
明
you
都这么
want.
激动了，他还
I
是
know
躺在
my
床上
wife
说
was just a victim in this story. She's a good person.：“
你该休息了。
You should rest now. But first, let me just ask you what...
Why did you choose to stay? You don't care about your sister. Even less about me.
To find the truth. It's my responsibility to know what happened and to understand why she did it. Victoria became what our father hated. I want to know why.
Well, it couldn't be simpler. The truth is right in front of you. You're just too blind to see it. What was that you wanted to ask me?
In the watermill.
在水车里，你对哈图尔来说，你来这个小镇是为了找点什么？究竟是什么？
You said to Hatur you came into this town to find something. What exactly?
哈图尔对哈图尔说：“卡萨格，卡萨格应该是指那个神吧？卡萨格知道你说了什么，他这是什么意思？”
Hatur said Kasag knows what you did. What did he mean by that? Don't answer. I just wanted to see your face while asking. I'll find the truth eventually. I should pay a visit to Mostov. He has a lot to explain and surely knows more about what's going on. It's a risk going there after what happened to Hatur. And there's still the chance they could take me in. But I think I'm out of options. I should leave him to rest. I might need him later.
现在直问莫斯托夫侦探。我想知道，我知道艾达的母亲怎么了？哦，那个艾达的母亲算是另外一条小任务吧。好，露西亚也不在了，这些应该也不需要再重新调查了吧？好，再回镇上。艾达是这个地方的吧？
Madam?
Hello.
你认识雅科夫·普雷格吗？
You knew Yakov Prenger?
Our former priest. I knew who he was, but I never really had a chance to speak to him. Why?
I heard he went missing.
Many people still go missing, vanishing without trace as if they never existed. I heard this about Yakov too. Sorry I couldn't tell you more, but I really don't know anything else.
我在森林深处发现了一个土丘。
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
我见到了用作绞刑架的树，它们就在土丘附近。
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
炼狱
It's where
树，
people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven, one of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
一
棵长着血红色叶子的歪脖树把我引向了
A
土
crawling
丘。
kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red.
The same color and kind of tree you have here.
土丘上长满
The
了歪
mound
脖
is
树，
completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did, and the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
你说她的脖子不自然地歪着。
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
你说她眼睛变成了血红色，听到她的
Her
尖
eyes
叫
turned
声。
blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
我相信你看到你的母亲吊死在一棵炼狱树上。
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees and the corpses and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that looked like giant spiders. I saw them too. You must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands of blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Hello.
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much. I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
告诉他真相，
Tell him the truth. He'll understand.
或者什么也不说。
Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedict. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother.
早就这么做。
If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go, but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me.
好了，
Excuse me.
Sure.
然后这个艾达以前的记忆当中是他的母亲变成一个怪物，然后死掉了，变成一个怪物，然后失踪了。但其实他是目睹了他母亲上吊自杀的那一幕，然后那一幕在他记忆中被改造成了变成怪物的那个画面。然后我们再来要去警察局吗？警察局要找，这次应该是第一次来吧？
Ivan Kotar. His eyes are in every nook and cranny of this town.
不对，不是第一次来。
It leads to the interrogation rooms. I have no intention of going down there.
业务与这3样真的很适合遮盖场景省成本。对啊，的确是啊。
So many case files.
翻译错字好
Sad on your
多。
life.
对啊，就
Whole existence since the day you were born is
就
reduced to a sheet of paper.
至少大致上的意思有到就好了，有时候也不能强求太多。
Beati qui ambulant in lege domini. Amen to that.
好，跟他对话吧。
Officer.
Officer Mars, stranger, do me a favor. Take a look at those 2 opened case files on the desk.
看看桌子上那2个打开的案卷。
Do it.
这个中研院出大包，有啊，看到了。然后 SFS 你好
Yonkadia disappeared on March 2nd, 1982. Person last seen on a full moon night. Multiple witnesses saw him talking to a strange tall man earlier that day. Clothes and personal belongings found in a trash bin near the railway station. Clothes were full of crow feathers
有衣
and
服
blood-stained.
有血迹，
Analysis showed blood was of unknown animal origin. Haven Elizabeth McGuire. Date of disappearance is unknown. Talked to a few
193
officers
hello 193
on
hello
a few occasions asking for directions. Was particularly interested in the mountain. Rented 2 rooms for 2 nights in the Lodge Goldin. Reasons unknown. According to the receptionist, she didn't eat nor sleep. Receptionist heard her talking to someone in the room the first night, but saw no one with her before.
右边是没？不是，这是另外两个在那边失踪的人吧？
Adi Bojanic. Such a beautiful dog.
Phrase meaning blessed are they who walk in the law of the Lord. 要怎么翻？坚守正义的人才能得到保佑。坚守公理正义的人能够得到庇佑。我看了案卷，你想要说什么
I looked at the case files. What was the point?
Remember those people? They were strangers just like you. They
他们也是来自
wandered
边
around
失
the
踪的人
town just like you. You don't get to walk safely in this valley. Sveti Kotar is a dangerous place.
I know that.
They knew too, and the ones that went missing before and after them. Everyone knows, but nobody cares.
I understand. Thank you for being so thoughtful, officer.
Just doing my job. Now tell me, what made you appear in front of my desk tonight?
我在找莫斯托夫侦探。
I'm looking for Detective Mostov.
He's downstairs with the mayor. Wait a minute. Who are you anyway?
This man doesn't seem to know about me and the interrogation.
女鬼桥2试玩版就我之后有空会去玩的。对，现在时间都排好了，就没有另外再去下载了。我被派来在葬礼之前祝福市长尸体。
I was sent to bless the mayor's corpse before the funeral.
Who sent you?
Father Henry.
Why? Is he alright? He always comes.
Well, no. He didn't feel well tonight, and it was an important matter that couldn't wait. So, here I am.
I agree, but you are a stranger. You don't live in Sveti Kotar.
芒果好
I'm
可
a
爱。
visiting priest of the Church of Ivan Kotar.
I see. Alright, Father. You may go see the mayor downstairs. It's the passage behind me.
OK， 失踪是从什么时候开始的？
When did the disappearances start?
Centuries ago.
几个世纪
And no
前
one。did anything to stop it by now?
Hey, we are doing the best we can, even though it helps nothing. If the efforts of the Inquisition were futile, then there's not much we can really do here. Just pray, I guess.
宗教裁判所做了什么？
What did the Inquisition do?
They built this building, the Grimalda Castle, and the Church of Mary in the forest. Helped to materialize God, you know. They banned the Saboran name and religion, and they hunted them. Thanks to their efforts, many followers of the vile
邪
tribe
恶
were
部落追
captured
随者都
and
被抓住并
executed.
处决了
But。the evil is still here. It's floating in the air, it's crawling under the ground, and it's poisoning the minds.
那为什么不放弃这个山谷呢？它被不可逆转的诅咒了。
Why not just abandon this valley then? It's irreversibly cursed.
Faith. We the Kotarians are stubborn people. We may have little possessions, but we never lack faith. And one day, a savior will come, and we will be free of the malice. It's faith that keeps us living and hoping.
外面刚才有一个很奇怪的邮箱。
There's a strange-looking mailbox outside.
Mailbox?
Yes, on the facade of the building.
Ah, that is not the mailbox. It's for the denunciations.
那是用来谴
You
责
let
的。
people denounce misdeeds by slipping pieces of paper into a box?
Yes, as per the decree, proof of faith.
这是警察局黑市。与过去的信仰法令有关吗？
Has this something to do with the edicts of faith from the past?
I think so. The decree was enacted years ago by our beloved mayor, God bless his soul. And I know he was a great admirer of Inquisition's methods.
I'm starting to pity the mayor.
你说的是什么样的谴责
What？ kind of denouncements are we talking about here?
Denouncements that prove your faith to God.
More specifically?
You suspect someone to be a saborin? You denounce him. Your neighbor shows a lack of faith. You denounce him. An old friend knew about a saborin family but said nothing? You denounce both him and them. You must act if you love God. Otherwise, you risk being taken away.
所以这是用来打小报告的箱子。那些被谴责的人会怎么样？
What happens to the denounced ones?
They are taken into the asylum for further inspection and, hopefully, successful exorcism. So take this matter seriously while in town. If you meet someone unfaithful, denounce them.
然后所以其实就是被带到那个邪教去嘛。收容所。谁能决定你的信仰是否足够强大？
Who decides if your faith is strong enough? I mean, officer, it's easy to say who is a saborin, right? But how do you know if a
猎
believer
物，
is
但是
having a
被
lack
猎
of
物的人
faith?
其实又是被送到，其实就是被送到那个邪教的地方。
They have integrity. The warden and his staff are good people.
好，彩蛋 ，Hello， 彩蛋 ，Hello。
Believers. They have the town's full
监狱长和他们的工作人员是好
This
人
man。knows nothing about the conspiracy, or doesn't want to know about it.
Do you see the paper forms and quill by the lamp? Combine them to file a denunciation.
Hello.
Then take the form and put it into the box outside.
目前跟克苏鲁没
That's
关系，
easy to show your love for God, while at
就
the
出现
same
了黄衣之
time
王，
making this town a safer
表达
place.
你对上帝的爱很
Whatever
容易。
comes of them at the asylum, I could denounce those I believe should be punished. After all, it is my duty as a man of God, and it's anonymous. Excuse me.
不过有邪教还有邪神，其实也还蛮克苏鲁的了。然后我们可以下去，这边是什么？
Chief Noren,
He won't
啊，
answer
这边是
you.
局长室。
your cousin Davor Gorski has sent me.
Told you so.
I have a gift for you.
You want me to arrest you this time?
It's a cleaver. Davor said that you...
You may go in now. That was the sign.
那是牌子，那是信号。
Put that thing on my chair. The chair in front of the fireplace.
What thing?
The damn cleaver!
好，那个他在酒吧的哥哥，
If you need to talk to me, I'm here. You may go now.
克苏鲁无关，只是灵感。所以那个黄衣之王就是个梗，就是了。他的哥哥跟他说，跟我们说，如果想要跟局长谈话的话，就带把刀子过来，局长就会乖乖听话了。
I should be careful what I say.
你不打算逮捕我们吗？
You won't take me in?
Why would we? You're more valuable to us on the outside.
Most have lied. Letting us go was all planned.
You seem shocked. Trust me, you wouldn't be wandering around the town if I didn't allow it.
You think that we are going to lead you to Victorian and Nermin?
Yes, or they're going to come after you.
But you are wrong.
I'm never wrong, and I never fail.
我给你带来的那个砍刀，
The cleaver I brought you.
Stop!
I just want to know the story behind it.
I won't tell you, and neither will Davor.
It seems a bit strange that a thing like that gave me access to your office.
I have your fingerprints on it now.
So, I did nothing. I just brought it to you.
Oh, but you did more than that. You got involved in something your feeble mind cannot
啊，那
possibly
是凶器。
And what would that be?
keep asking, and you'll realize soon. Better just stop.
所以那把刀子或许是某一件旧案子的凶器吗？所以这个局长不肯碰它。然后现在我们把证据交给他了，关于那个戴黄色面具的
About
人
the。man in the yellow mask.
The one your sister pushed to his death?
About him, yes. Have you found his identity yet?
No. And even if we did, I would never tell you. Stop asking.
莫斯特夫是不是一名好侦探呢？
How good of a detective is Mostov?
The best.
Really? He doesn't seem to be focused all the time. Not sure if he's all that reliable either.
He's obedient and disciplined. That's all I need from my men.
Excuse me.
God bless you, Benedict.
刀子、椅子可以坐吗？
It's an old shabby chair. The cleaver is placed on it as a trophy of
有
some
水
kind.。I know nothing about flowers, but this one has a unique shade of blue. It's pretty, if not a bit strange to see in a man's office.
书、
The Bible.
圣经、书柜。
I see books of all kinds, but the religious type dominates the shelves. Zerkva, Redemptio,
那款好难，你不是玩到2800了，2800还是很厉害的。
name just a few I see on
我
first
只玩到
glance.
1000多而已。那款做的也还不错。
I see book Zerkva.
OK， 好，可以离开了。好，所以我们可以下去看，下面应该是侦探跟侦探在调查尸体吧，好像是这样。
Finally, Father. We were waiting on your arrival. God forgive me, but I've started with the prayers in your absence. I hope I didn't cause any harm to this man's poor
没有
soul.
玩到3000多。
You think God will forgive you for what you did to us?
Benedict? I thought I
就好像
heard
2800吧。
Henry upstairs.
It's what you thought you heard because we are already dead in your mind.
That is absolutely not true.
Then why do you look so confused and uncomfortable to see me?
It's not. I'm horrified by what was done to our mayor. Take a look at him if you wish.
西瓜有3000吗？没有。
Continue talking. I must warn you though. What's hiding underneath that sheet could haunt you forever.
暂时不要玩
And
了，
I
暂
must
时不要
warn
玩
you
了。
too. Henry knows I'm here, so do not try anything foolish.
这4天的假期，我有2天玩西瓜玩到早上，然后我现在头很痛，对，然后4天假期的另外2天，我可能都要用来让我的身体恢复，这样。所以算是被这个西瓜游戏害得我浪费了这个假期吧。
Type A, Type 0. These bottles are all full of blood.
血
I'm
型
no expert, but I never knew blood to be taken out of corpses. Why would they do that?
门，对啊，这个侦探的头的确是凹了一边，不知道有没有还跟他聊这个话题，好像很不礼貌。回答我，你是否崇拜邪恶跟未知，就像你追随的人一样呢？
Answer me. Do you worship the evil and the unknown just like the man you follow?
The man I follow?
Hatur is a Saborin.
What?
Nikolai believed you. I didn't. But still, we both fell into Hatur's trap and were almost murdered.
God, no. Are you sure? How can you be so sure? You must be lying.
Do you think I am capable of lies? A man of God never lies.
You
140，Hello， 你好。
are right. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I didn't know who he really is. I was just following orders. But I'll do whatever it takes to be forgiven. Whatever it takes, whatever God demands.
Then start showing some good faith by answering my questions.
然后无论何时，只要打开 YouTube， 上面永远都找得到正在玩西瓜游戏的台，这样。 然后我也花了很多的时间在看人家玩西瓜游戏，痛苦。昨晚发生了什么
What happened last night?
What do you mean?
You were with Hatur and he was looking for Victoria. Why?
I don't know.
东方版我有玩了，我有玩了。有那个我有看到了，我还有贴在Discord 上面。不知道，想不起来哈图尔现在在哪里。
Don't lie to me. You know the reason.
统神 AI 卡文那是什么东西？
You're afraid of him.
哈图尔不再与我们在一起了。
Hatur is no longer with us.
You killed him?
God has his ways of dealing with evil.
Medieval style.
All right. I was just told
那
we
个是
should
什么
find Victoria before she carries out whatever plans she had with Nermin.
Plans she had? How do you know she had a plan?
We know she met with Nermin and the cult the first time
第
she
一次来
came
这里
here.
遇到了内民
What are you
跟邪教
talking
组
about?
织。
This is our first time in this place.
You didn't know? That explains a lot. She visited town a few months ago. No doubt about it, multiple witnesses saw her.
谁是目击者？
Who are the witnesses?
I know only of Lucia, the owner of the house where we found you earlier.
This means... Did Victoria stay in the same house back then?
She did.
东方版是不是更难？东方版它的碰撞是那种精确碰撞，它自称 Petola， 所以比较不会滚的样子，也比较不会滚。然后它的那个碰撞的判定是根据那个角色的精确的形状碰撞的，所以那个玩起来的方法跟西瓜不太一样。别这样，统神 AI 持续在成长。你认为他当时为什么会遇到内民跟邪教组织
Why do you think she met with Nermin and the cult back then?
You don't have to be smart to connect the pieces. She arrived just after Nermin's escape from the asylum.
The case you've been working on.
How do you know?
I had a chat with the old man at the lake.
Arsen. Good man. I regret
我
taking
后悔
his
接
help
受他的
or
帮
made me
助，
lose half of my brain.
这让我失去了一半的脑子
Right. So is it possible Victoria helped Nermin escape? Or did she arrive here when she found out about it?
It's all connected. It must be. We're still trying to find out how. I said it before, and I'll repeat it now. It's crazy to think that your sister did all this. But if evidence leads us there, I'm sorry.
收容所在萨伯伦人的控制之下，是不是？
The asylum is under the control of the subordinates, isn't it?
I don't know.
So why would they imprison Nermin? It doesn't make any sense. He's one of them.
That's just a rumor Henry is trying to spread to the townspeople. No one, except for the warden and the staff, knows what's going on in the asylum. No one.
除了监狱长跟工作人员，没有人知道
The
收
more I
容所
learn
里
about
发
the
生了
truth,
什么事
the less
情
I。can understand what happened.
你发现黄面具男子的身份了吗？
Did you identify the man with the yellow mask?
The castle incident?
Yes, the identity of the man that was pushed by Victoria.
We found all his, or should I say, most of his body parts. Wasn't easy. He splashed and
树莓派
ricocheted all over the castle.
预购摊
Needless to say, due to severe disfiguration,
严重
we
毁容，
still
没有
haven't
查明
found
他
out
是
who
谁
he。was. Getting his identity will be tough, if not impossible.
你没找到他的手，
You didn't find his hands?
We did.
Didn't you run the database against his fingerprints then?
Do you know where you are? It's like we're stuck in medieval times. We don't have a database of any sort.
For God's sake.
他戴着黄色面具，你找到了他的头，你没有他的牙齿吗？
He was wearing a yellow mask. You found his head. Don't you have his teeth?
Only what's left of them, and they can't help in any way. I know what you're asking. I'm aware of identification through dental records. But we have
镇
no
上没有
dentists
牙
in
医，
town.
好哦，
Even the teeth are rotting here.
连牙齿都会在这里腐烂。那我要怎么去城堡？
How can I get to the castle?
It's very easy. Going out of the station, you turn right, and then just follow the river uphill.
右转，
But
沿着河上
forget
山
about。it. Grimalda is off limits every day of the year except on October 28th, which was yesterday.
Maybe there could be some clues to who that man was. Something, anything.
That's our job, not yours. And I would never let you go there, Father. It's sealed and locked for a reason.
A sealed door won't stop me if the truth moves me in that direction.
好，我们要聊这个话题了吗？你因为帮助阿森而失去了一部分脑子，你能告诉我发生了什么事吗？
You lost part of your brain by helping Arson. Could you tell me what happened?
I uncovered something which I wasn't supposed to. Someone learned about my discovery and
发现了一些不应该发生的事情，
I still can't remember what I found and who attacked me.
然后被攻击了，但是已经忘记了
Sometimes。I can't even remember what I did yesterday. But God help me, I'll find the truth. Yes, I will.
啊，所以关于到底发生了什么事情，他其实也记得不太清楚了。
Excuse me.
Father, could you do me a favor?
It depends on the request.
Please go upstairs and ask Officer Maz to give you the case file I handed to him earlier. I want to make things right.
You want to make things right? What do you mean?
Just trust me. Go get it. I don't want to leave the mayor now. I have to pray for his poor soul.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Father.
就要先去帮忙他吗？我们存个档好了。这边好像怪怪的。哎，好，是番茄。好，谢谢番茄，谢谢番茄，谢谢番茄的揪团，感谢感谢。Hello。哦，你好。军仪起好像有电脑版，不清楚哎。军仪起的规则是完整的吗？谴责表格跟羽毛笔，所以我们真的还可以谴责哦。Miki 也好 ，Miki 感谢 Miki 的会员，好，谢谢。莫斯托夫侦探派我来为他取一份案卷。
Detective Mostov sent me to get a case file for him.
He said nothing to me.
The one I handed you before.
之前给你那个，把里面的便条给他。
No problem, Father.
纸条，这样就好了吗？所以我还真的可以写这个谴责表格吗？
Remember, do not waste forms. Use them wisely and with utmost respect. They
好，
have
谢谢
the
Miki，
power
谢谢
to
Miki。
change
哇，这个
someone's life forever. And don't forget to put them into the box outside.
这个通知晚了很久才跳出来，好，感谢 Miki， 感谢 Miki。谴责你的妹妹维多利亚·卡利亚金，谴责客栈老板达沃，不谴责店主艾达拉夫尼亚克。我需要思考，好吧，先之后再说吧。
Maybe I'll come back later.
军仪，所以那个规则还真的就有完整的，规则是有完整的设定完成的哦。在这边便签。
I had to go, Father. I apologize. What Maz gave you is the last page of Victoria's notebook. We found it in the belfry at the crime scene. Other notes are irrelevant, dated months ago. No one will notice a page missing. This is the only evidence I can give you. Hope it helps for you to find her, and for me to be forgiven of my sins. P.S. If you need me later, come visit me. Once you get out of the station, turn right, and then just follow the narrow streets until you reach the last house on the hill. P.P.S. Burn this note. This is his way of making things right? I'll take the note as evidence, and it could help me to find his house later.
莫斯托夫的便签，然后我们可以看纸条吗？
If I didn't come here, thought
我要怎么阅读纸条？
Mindig Valami.
这个
It's the newspaper where Victoria works. This is her handwriting. The page was removed from her scratch pad.
文字、素描、名字。
Mindig Valami, the Catholic-oriented
天
newspaper
主
where
教
my
报
sister
社。
is employed. This must be the Eye of Providence, a
普罗
symbol
维
that
登斯之
represents the
眼。
Eye of God watching over humanity. I wonder what that X mark means, if it means anything at all.
素描
This must be the. I wonder.
文字
Et occidit et bibi sanguinem et viscera devorarit. In inferno nulla est redemptio non miserere eum Deus. It's Latin, and it translates something like
他杀人
killed,
喝血
drank
吞
blood,
食内
and
脏，
devoured entrails.
地狱里没有救赎，上帝不要怜悯他。
God, have no mercy on him.
Have no mercy on him， 上帝不会怜悯他。好了，翻译还是有点怪怪的。好，所以我们可以来看尸体。
My God.
OK， 这是面具吗？面具，躯干。好，这是我们的市长。头
The skull was opened to take a piece of the brain out. The eyes were gouged out and the skin ripped off of his face. Dreadful. Belittling.
面具
It must be the yellow mask the mayor was wearing when they found him in the forest.
躯干
Slit open and
开肠
disemboweled.
破肚。就这样吗？
The skull.
好，所以就看一下而已，得不到什么新的讯息。那个
It's probably the room where they keep the corpses.
哦，这里不是通道，这里放尸体的房间。
It's probably the room where they keep the corpses.
那个侦探是怎么离开的？侦探就这样消失了。
Type A. I'm no.
好，所以我们可以现在有2个地方可以去，可以去城堡。现在这边记录好了，可以去城堡或者去找侦探。不过我们先去城堡好了。纯拼运气的游戏，蚁王可能比较难赢，对吧？蚁王应该不是追求那种游戏吧？他追求的应该是那种纯粹的智力的攻防吧。2条路可以走，这边是到哪边？这里是哪里？门呢？啊，这边是城堡是不是？这边是城堡。好，在城堡当是昨天吗？昨天晚上有另外一个死者的样子。
It's locked. Breaking in would be impossible with such a massive door.
可能是这个，
I should contemplate more about this decision.
不是，好吧，那这边呢？这个裂口，还有这个卡卡萨是森林。
This jutted out part of the bridge can't be a planning mistake. It was made with a specific purpose.
它一定有特定的目的。
This platform is the place from which people were pushed into the bottomless chasm.
这边是收容所吗？不是城堡，是收容所吗？
Dark, lifeless, and shrouded like a corpse by a sickening veil of thick fog. I feel threatened by just.
我是看着就觉得受到了威胁。那我们往上走呢？
This should be the street that leads to Mostov's house.
这边是莫斯托夫家，侦探家。那所以刚刚那个建筑物的确是城堡吗？OK， 井。
It's just a well. I can't see how deep it is since its hatch is closed.
里面
I can't see a thing. The glass
玻
is
璃
too
太
dirty.
脏了。
The glass is dirty and darkened, making it impossible to see through.
啊，影湖 ，Hello， 你好 ，Hello， 你好。
Mostov! It's me, Benedict. Hello?
诶，门开着。
Mostov? Your door was unlocked.
Well, who do we have here?
What are you doing here? Hiding behind the door in Mostov's house.
Sometimes they just come to you.
谁？
No hunting, no drama. Perfect.
What?
You'll make a perfect gift for Kasak. You will.
Wait, no!
被剥皮了。两男主角轮流合作的游戏，因为另外一个男主角他不愿意相信他的老婆真的有涉案吗？加载我们是在快速自己保存这边，所以是遇到了那个监狱长吗？监狱长不是应该已经死掉了吗？被我们腰斩了吗？这边是莫斯托夫的家，那这边应该就是城堡。那我该拿城堡怎么办？虽然是调查了城堡，
Dark, lifeless, and shrouded like a corpse by a sickening veil of thick fog. I feel threatened by just looking at it. This jutted out part, this
来是门，真慢。
it's locked.
莫斯托夫凶多吉少了吗？对啊，他应该感觉也是个悲情的角色。阿图尔的钥
I
匙，
should contemplate more
应
about
该
this
三思这
decision.
个决定。那该怎么办？这个要做什么？十字架。
I have no faith in the
死亡之哨。
I dare not to try this.
诶，死亡之哨如果直接使用的话呢？
Allegedly, when used, this hideous little skull wards off any demon in the vicinity. I still remember my father's exact words. This Bible is part of your body now. At all costs, you must keep it until death comes. In short, it says he gave me a page from Victoria's scratchpad to help me find her. If I ever need him again, I should turn right when leaving the station, then follow the road uphill. His house is the last one. Et occidit et it's Latin.
这样算是还是说跟这个素描有关系吗？
This must be the Eye of Providence, a symbol that represents the eye of God watching over humanity. I wonder what that X mark means, if it means anything at all.
所以这应该是标示某个地点咯。X
Mindig Vala.
眼睛的大概是4点钟方向吗？4点5点钟方向。所以这个村子里面有某个地方有那个普罗维斯登之眼，可能是这样。这里没有地方可以调查了，那你只能离开。然后，如果我们跑去莫斯托夫的家，再去看一次好了，就会被攻击，然后挂掉。
This should be the street.
这样子的话有点考验记忆力。有什么地方有眼睛吗？除了聊天室之外。 或者是有什么道具可以在这边使用的？说不定上空的俯视图，那眼睛就是广场咯。那门，那我们就不要进去好了，好像没什么意思。进去应该没有用，没得调查，好吧，离开吧。本人没反应。那这个秋千能干嘛呢？
Its ropes bear some resemblance to hangman's nooses.
绞刑手的绞索。我们再去找一下。对啊，那个侦探是怎么跑掉的？他应该没有机会从这个大门口离开呀。问一下。有要给我们对话选项吗？打扰了。
Excuse me.
特地跑来打扰他，然后跟他说一句打扰了。的确是打扰了。你是虔诚的天主教徒吗？
Are you a devoted Catholic?
You saw the Bible on my desk, or maybe the books on the shelves, and so now you think I am.
Are you?
God is my shepherd, and I am the shepherd of this town.
Then you should know. You should understand that I couldn't have been involved in my sister's deeds. I'm a monk.
I'm never wrong. You being a man of cloth doesn't change anything. I don't know you. Only God does. Your awaiting fate will prove to me what you really are.
好，多了一两句话。
Excuse me.
God bless you, Benedict.
安东的父母。哦，安东是那个桥边的小男孩。调查城堡。OK， 好，城堡，我们的确是应该去一下城堡。可是刚刚看到那个地方到底是不是城堡啊？还有维多利亚的笔记，应该也是可以告诉我们下一个目的地吧？这边是什么？没印象。这边是什么东西？啊，这边是这个。然后这两个地方好像之前，等一下，这是谁
Hello, young lady. What are you doing here all alone? Am I going crazy? She looks exactly like my sister when we were young. What's your name?
这个配音配的真随便。
Hey, wait! Where are you going? I should try to find that girl. Take a better look at her from up close.
近距离观察她。
It's locked.
这把钥匙呢？
I have no faith in the outcome.
没有办法。这边是什么？进不去。那这边呢？大门口。妹妹小时候就巫婆笑吗？应该还没有。啊，薇娅有 Hello， 你好。妹妹小时候应该还蛮普通的吧？
Who are you?
先到处看一看好了。
There's a time and place to talk. I have nothing to do in there. I'm sinless.
我是无罪的。
Ivan Kotar and his decapitated head carefully placed on a golden plate.
十字架。
Strange. The sculpture of Jesus is not nailed to the cross, as it should be, but rather just tied up.
没有钉起来，而是被绑起来。好，来这边吧。通往隔壁的小房间。
You were quick with this one. Can you look after the children while I'm downstairs?
Sister?
Who are you?
跟刚刚是同一个人吗？
I'm looking for Henry. We talked.
You must be Benedict.
I am. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you.
Father Henry's not here. You'll have to come some other time.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Be quick, I have a lot of work to attend to.
刚才在这里的那个女孩呢？伊芙琳娜。
Where's the girl that was here a moment ago?
What girl?
She ran in here from the courtyard.
Henry has told me about your sister. I really can't imagine what you're going through.
She opened the door to let me in.
Get yourself together. Spare me the lunatic blabbering. This orphanage has no females of any kind except me.
I saw her, and I heard her. Has this grim reality started to tell upon my own mind?
严峻的现实是否该将我逼疯？所以这是一个只接受男孩的孤儿院吗？
So, this is an all-boys orphanage.
We had girls.
这是在暗示什么？
But not anymore.
他们都走了。
They're all gone.
Where did they go?
Disappeared. Taken away by
黄
those
色
yellow
德怪物带
monsters.
走了。
The moon ghouls.
Filthy spawns. They want us all, but young
年
and
轻
healthy
健康的女性
females
是他
are
们
their
最
most
珍贵的猎
precious
物。
prey. Our poor youth. First they use them to give birth to new souls, then they eat them both.
用它来生出新的灵魂，然后再把它们
Maybe
吃
the
掉。
inhabitants should as well.
Never. Kotar succeeded, and we can do it too. God didn't abandon this place. It is the men that have abandoned him. We must find and give pure faith, only then we will have peace.
这座美丽的教堂里只有亨利跟你自己吗？
Only Henry and yourself in this beautiful church?
Didn't you hear me? I have a lot of work. Yes, we are the only ones to take care of everything here.
There's a dozen of us at the monastery I come from, and we still struggle. I don't know how you do it.
I'm a servant of God. I'll have my rest when my time comes. But it wasn't like that always. Quite a few people used to help us in the past.
I guess the usual happened to them. They went missing?
Most, but not all. The person that disappoints me the most is the one that is still here, but has renounced God.
A lost cause.
I can't accept that. Rudolph was once a respected man,
道夫
an exemplary Catholic. He actively helped the community, played the organ, assisted during masses, managed events for us. And if that wasn't enough, he was a catechist in the school. I don't know what happened to him, and Henry doesn't allow me to find him. They hate each other now.
Tell me, sister.
啊，鲁道夫在哪里？
Where does he live?
I don't know anymore. His house was burned to the ground by someone within the community.
这个人的全名是什么？
What is the man's full name?
Moisek. Rudolf Moisek. But everybody knows him by the nickname Moise.
亨利完全有权憎恨这个人。
Henry has every right to hate the man. One day he is here helping you, the next he leaves God and everything behind.
It's not just that. Henry told me he became a preacher of some sort, and that he now spreads words of hate against God. I believe he can still change.
好，所以又多了一个名字，鲁道夫。
Isn't it a bit dangerous to let the children play outside at night?
Now you want to tell me how to take care of them?
Not at all. It's just that
They become wild animals when I don't let them play outside. They must have playtime. But they are not allowed to go anywhere else. These walls are their home and their world at the moment.
they're not allowed to go into town during the day?
Again with the lecturing? No, they are not allowed to get out, ever. Children are always precious, but these are the only youth left in Sveti Kotar. They are too precious to us. The only possible future we have.
右边那两个是活人吗？
Terrifying.
关于这幅画跟文字，你能告诉我什么？展示维多利亚的笔记。
What can you tell me about this drawing and text?
Where have you seen the eye? Move that away from me! Away!
Calm down. I found this note. It's not mine.
Don't you ever show that here again. You lure evil spirits into the only safe place we have.
Forgive me, sister.
Mother, are you all right? I heard you screaming. Oh, Anton, my little
这个就是
boy.
安东。OK，
Where
好。
have you been? I thought I saw you hiding from the others behind the big tree. I got away. I'm better than the rest. Are you going to be all right? I'm all right. I'm all right. I just got scared by something I thought I saw.
Well, hello, Anton.
You know each other? How could we? I'm seeing this man for the first time.
I forgot. He could get in trouble if I say I saw him on the lake.
OK，
What
好
should I do now?
说出真相，或者不认识这个男孩。好，不认识这个男孩吗？
I don't know the boy.
No reason for a godly man to lie, I guess. Well, I'll better get going now. Have anything
好，
else
我们
to
没有
ask
理
me
由
while
说
I'm
谎。
still here?
OK， 请耐心一点，教友。
Just a bit more patience. Please, sister.
亨利神父在哪里？也许我可以去找他。
Where's Father Henry? Maybe I could go find him.
You can't.
Why are you so secretive about it?
He's doing God's work.
他
You'll
在
have to
假
come
扮
back
上帝，
later.
你得晚点回来。安东他是怎么来到这个地方的？
That boy, Anton. How did he end up in this place?
What kind of question is that?
I mean, where are his parents?
Anita couldn't endure the brutality of this place and the weight of existence. So she took her own life and left the boy alone in this world.
And his father?
It's not my place to talk about him. Ask Noren.
Chief of Police, Noren?
Know any other Noren in this town?
I'll ask if I get a chance. Thank you.
好，所以关于安东的事，我们可以去问警察
I
局
have no
长。
more questions. Thank you for being so patient with me, sister.
I trust I won't find you here when I come back. Farewell.
不受欢迎的。
Thank you, mister.
I committed a sin for you. Show gratitude by listening to Evelina. She's just trying to protect you.
I know, and I'm grateful. I will help you. I know where Henry is.
Where is he?
Hiding in the confessional.
Hiding inside the confessional. Why would he do that?
Father is liberating evil men from the rotten souls they have. Just get inside where Father goes and you'll see.
Thank you, Anton.
And when Father isn't around, you may even see the one room for yourself.
好，这边是孤儿院。
The one room?
OK， 好，这边可以看一下，这两个人是活着的人吗？玻璃门。
Children are playing in the shadows of the tall cypress trees.
还有其他的小孩。
Ivan Kotar, patron saint of this blessed town.
这边娃娃
Corpses with bare
穿
skulls
着
and
睡衣
night
的骷髅。
dresses. Children play with these?
好，所以还可以上楼吗？好像挡起来了。这边上不去，只能看画。
Life after the crucifix. A mother and the disciples in sorrow. Mankind should have been nailed to that cross, not the one who
人
tried
类
to
应该被
save
钉
it.
在那个十字架上，而不是试图拯救他们的那一位。好，所以我们可以离开了。然后我们可以去看忏悔室，神父躲在里面。
Anton said to get inside the part of the confessional where Father Henry does. Let's see. What is this?
有密道，
Passage. Hidden under the wooden floor. Clever. I think I'm now somewhere below the altar. What is this place? Looks ancient.
几秒好像没有很多，对，的确没有很多。对，我看到一些评论也是说，其实根本就没有解谜，只是拿了一些道具去触发一些事件，这样。门 ，OK。
Locked. Not strange considering where I am now.
随便开开
I
看。
have no faith in the outcome.
啊，没办法。再来是名字
Timotei.
Timotei。
Leo David.
Leo David。柳德维特。
Jeronim.
Jeronim。
Romuald.
Romuald。也不是玩得很开心。不会啊，就还好。就他算是有保持着气氛，让人有兴趣继续看下去吧。
Aloysius.
气氛有到了。啊，这个可以开吗 ？The One Room 指的是这边吗？啊，果然也是锁起来了。
It's locked. Henry, is that you? Everything all right in there?
Benedict, how did you get down here?
Can you let me in? I need to talk to you.
No, I'll come out. Just a minute.
What just happened inside?
Glad to see you're all
乍看是有点像，实在是有点像是女仆装哎。
No one knows about the existence of this underground place. Just me and Evelina.
He's avoiding my question. I understand what Antun meant now. Evil men are being liberated from their rotten soul behind this door.
I have a lot of important matters to attend to, so please speak up.
邪恶的人。
I was simply admiring the interior of your confessional and got lucky. That's all.
Let's say I believe you because I don't have the time for the truth. What do you need?
Please, take a look at this drawing and text.
OK。
All right. The eye. And this is... Et Otsidit et Bibi. Interesting. What do you want to know?
跟雕像的旅馆的雕像就不知道哎，那边东西我也没有什么印象。那边的我还以为其实只是那个赞助者，所以没有特别去在乎它。这是普罗维登斯之眼吗
Is this the Eye of Providence?
？Providence。
Could be.
Evelina thinks it's an evil eye.
And rightfully so. The Saborans use the eye symbol for their god, Kotar.
月魔卡萨格，然后卡萨格就是月亮邪神。
There's two lines that end in hooks, but it might just as well be a mistake on the part of the person who made this drawing.
我知道这些拉丁词的意思，但你能解释一下它们有什么含义呢？
I know the meaning of these Latin words, but what can you tell me about them? Do they mean anything to you?
Sounds like a deserved damnation for someone who committed atrocious crimes.
So what does it mean?
I believe I've seen similar inscriptions on the graves in our cemetery.
Epitaphs?
公墓的坟墓上
For
看
those
过
who
一些铭
deserve
文。
eternal punishment, there's a person who might help you with that. Gregor, our gravekeeper.
日日夜夜都在墓地，葛雷格
You
尔。
can't miss him. The cemetery behind this church, not the one in the forest, of course.
教堂后面的墓
God
地。
bless you, Father. I'll talk to Gregor.
May I know where you got this note?
好，只有一个选项，莫斯托夫侦探把它给了我，是从维多利亚的便签取出来的。
Detective Mostov gave it to me. It was taken out of Victoria's scratchpad.
As I suspected. Don't let this hinder your thoughts. You must find the truth, no matter the consequences.
I wouldn't be standing here if I didn't intend to, Father.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be going. Come visit me later if you wish to speak more in peace. On the surface, not here. Never here, Benedict.
Just two more things.
还有2件事，监狱长死了。
The warden is dead.
Say again?
We did what had to be done. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you now.
Good.
你做得很好。
You did good, brother. You did very good. God will be pleased, and your faith is stronger now. We should turn them all into ashes, locate, torture, and exterminate. That's the only way we can find peace in this town.
这是什么地方呢？
What is this place?
It's where holy persons of the town are laid to eternal rest. One day, a crypt will hold my flesh.
Why not at the cemetery?
To prevent the Saborans stealing our bodies, those who serve God have a special significance for the tribe. We are standing in a secret part of the old church, constructed many centuries ago. The existence of this place was kept well hidden. Not even the Inquisition found out about it. They razed the old church to the ground, but these chambers remained untouched, hidden in the shadows.
好，这边是埋葬神职人员的秘密墓穴。
Why did they demolish the old church?
To move the worshippers into the then newly constructed Church of Mary in the Carcassa Forest. Ulrich de Nani of the Inquisition believed this would bring faith to the heart of darkness and repel evil. The plan failed miserably, and after the Inquisition left town, a new church rose from the dust above these chambers. A new church to honor our patron saint, the Church of Ivan Kotar.
不是站在邪教那边的，但是也讨厌教会，也讨厌主角所代表的教会。我看到7尊雕像，好，这7个。
I see 7 statues here.
Not statues, but stone coffins. Each contains one of the 7 disciples of Ivan Kotar. They were his guardians in life, and so efforts were made to keep them as close as possible to him in death. Kotar was kept in the crypt behind the door until I decided to move him to the surface.
然后被搬上去了。
He deserves to be out there, worshipped and thanked for everything he did for Sveti Kotar. Listen to me. I could talk for hours about our past. Come, I'll walk you out of here. I must attend important matters at once.
Why would she write this inscription in her scratch pad? Was Henry right in thinking it was an epitaph?
认为这是墓志铭，墓地，所以要往这边走。OK， 教堂后面的墓地，往这边吗？这边是什么？这边好像之前也没办法走。
I can see the school from here. I'm not going in.
学校，阿森叫我不要去。 那这边或许就是可以到达墓地的地方了吧 ？OK， 然后守墓人日日夜夜都在这个地方，哇，好多。好，从近的开始看坟墓。
A pair of legs found on the outskirts of Sveti Kotar. Owner unknown.
只有一双腿而已。
This must be a joke.
这个
Here lay the bodies of my mother Agnesa and my father Oton, and the body of Yaga, a sister I never had.
陵墓。
No names on the door, just a carved drawing of a star or a flower. I'd say it's a
星星形状的奇怪花朵。
form of a star. Noren, the family tomb of the chief of police. The nun we never deserved. Evelina Duk. That's weird.
伊芙琳娜。再来是这边2个坟墓跟树。主角不是，主角是
Beloved mother, wife, and friend.
主角是外地人，然后
There's no body here, but having a grave was the right choice. Her life should be remembered.
然后是他妹妹，他妹妹带他们来这里的。他妹妹带着她的哥哥跟她老公嘛，就是两个主角一起来这边，所以两个主角是陪他们来的而已。卑鄙的外乡人，对，的确是外乡人了。
It was all about Ida's mother's burial site, the same kind of blood-red leaves.
艾达母亲的墓地。这边一个阿萨辛诺 ，Hello， 你好。
It was recently dug. The earth is still fresh and the hole full of maggots. Thomas Lunya and Rezikas Lunya. May your souls
和
find
平
home,
和鱼
peace and fish.
Peace and fish。这边守墓人可能在这边吗？
Two names, Aloysia Tominic and Angelina Tominic. Born in 1467, died in 1533. No name, just an inscription. The hammer of God, the glitter of divinity in the dark, guard of our faith, our hero. Signed as the past, the present, and the future people of Sveti Kotar.
男主角对，以为是2天1夜小旅行。
Everything fine in there?
Who goes? You came here to steal from me? Leave, stranger.
You must be Gregor.
How would you know? Go away.
You look like a gravekeeper to me.
You must leave. I don't want strangers in my place, don't want anybody here.
And what would I steal? I just came to ask about something. Henry directed me here.
Henry? That madman? What do you want?
请看一下这个。
Please, take a look at this.
In inferno nulla est redemptio. You got that right. Move that away from my face. Why do you have that nonsense on your note?
Have you seen it before?
Yes, I did, and I know where.
Is it an epitaph on one of the graves here?
No. And I won't tell you
要解任务了是吧？
anything if you don't help me first.
我能帮助你什么？
How could I possibly help you?
I don't care how you do it, but if you want my help, you will deliver. This mausoleum belongs to the Merzel family.
I can see the name above our heads.
Shut up and listen. I was saying, this is the Merzel family mausoleum, and I'm one
还
body
缺一个
short.
人，
It was
今晚
stolen
他被偷
tonight.
走了。
And you want me to do what?
Get the body back
尸
in
体被
time
偷
for
走
the
了。
funeral.
You're insane. I'm not getting.
Oh, yes, you will. You will because I'm the only person in this town who can help you with that Latin nonsense. Go ahead. Ask around if you don't
人民
believe
资
me.
料系统，对，好像没有。我不明白为什么不能自己去找尸体啊？
I don't understand. Why can't you go and find the body on your own?
I eat here, I sleep here, and I do everything here. This is my home, and I never leave it.
You can't call someone else to do it for you?
No one must know about this. No one. You understand? Otherwise, the deal is off.
You're scared.
Shut up. Look in the mirror. I'm the one to be scared.
这怎么发生的？我的意思是，被偷的可不是一支笔啊！
How did this happen? I mean, it's not a pen that was stolen.
I was cleaning up the place, making sure everything will be ready for the new arrival.
Ranko Merzel.
Yes, Rank. Will you shut up and listen? Ranko's body is coming tomorrow morning, and so I had to make his new house more cozy. I did everything nicely as usual, and then went to take a short nap. A nap without sleeping, you know. Problem 1 is that I fell asleep. Problem 2, which is a bigger problem, is that I accidentally left the door unlocked.
谁的尸体被偷走了？
Whose body was stolen?
Fran Merzel's. They left the coffin of his wife Yaga untouched, but that's not a coincidence.
How so?
People talk too much. Stories go around say that Fran was loaded with gold
胡
when
兰在被埋葬时装满了黄
And
金。
so the perpetrator decided to steal his body, not just the gold.
You didn't let me finish. He was the gold. Rumors say his body was full of gold implants,
他的
plates,
身
and
体充满了
whatnot.
黄金植入物。
Looks like I have no choice.
It's fate. You never have choice. You walked in here, and now you have to do it.
你知道盗贼是谁吗？
Do you have any clue as to who the thieves were?
The cripples.
瘸
Those
子。
bastards sneaked in here and grabbed it like animals. I've never seen someone move so quickly.
Why didn't you stop them?
It was too late. They were already outside the walls. I said it already. I never leave my home.
He's saying so many contradictions.
你说几个瘸子？你能更具体的说明这些人是谁吗？
Some cripples, you say. Can you be more specific about who these people are?
Those maggots always sniff around the cemetery in search for anything valuable. Now you usually interrupt me.
I've learned not to.
Good. They call themselves the children of Moise. Or is it Moise that calls them that way? Doesn't matter.
It's the man that Evelina told me about.
They won't hurt you, and they won't talk.
How do you know?
They can't.
How so?
You'll see.
我在哪里可以找到这些子民？
Where can I find these children?
They usually roam about
前
in
学
the
区
area
周围的
around
地
the
区。
X-School district.
Kuga?
What did you think? That they would drag the body for hours? It's Kuga.
好，所以就是那
Yes, just
个
around
另外一个
the
转角的地方。找到尸体之后会发生
What
什么
happens？once I find the body?
You drag it back here. Don't ask me how, because I don't care.
What am I doing? This is insane. Give me something, anything that could help me. I have a back problem. I can't drag
背有
something
问题。
that heavy just like that.
Here, take this.
A rope and a sack?
Shut up! You're tormenting the dead with your annoying priest voice.
麻
Go
袋跟
now
绳索。
and come back quickly.
我可以这样都调查过一遍了吧？哎，这边还可以。名字
Merzel.
莫泽尔。
Goldine. He must be somehow connected with the lodge. It's the same
跟
family
旅馆有
name.
关系。
The inscription on the door says, "To the loving memory of Ivan, Maria, and Nives."
又一个伊万，好多个伊万的样子。好，所以来这个转角，先存个档吧。应该是来这边了。
God help me.
这边会有瘸子，然后找尸体。斯拉夫人菜市场名字哦，这样子哦。
A dozen people are just standing there looking at each other in complete silence.
是房子里面，
A dozen
十
people
几
are
个人
just
在里
standing
面
there
面相
looking at
觑。
each other in complete silence.
年轻人，你这么好奇，捞广告了。
Sorry to disturb you. God, what happened to your eyes?
你的眼睛怎么了？看不到。不过刚刚也说他们不能讲话。你是摩羯系的子民之一吗？
Are you one of the children of Moise?
我在哪里可以找到摩羯系？
Where can I find Moise?
他不说话。眼睛是指也看不见的意思吗？ 女人。
I'm not sure if that's a woman or a man, or if they're dead or alive. They look petrified, as if they're made of stone. I'm not.
没反应。这边是可以进去，这个什么字母？
Szkoła Sveti Kotar, basically the same word as the Polish one. Szkoła.
Szkoła. 老妇人。
Madam, can you hear me?
哎呦，你是摩羯系的子民之一吗
Are you one of the children of Moise?
我在哪里可以找到先知摩羯系
Where can I find Moise, the prophet?
你怎么了？
What happened to you?
没有舌头吗？
Excuse me.
露脸实况组比中指会被 ban 吗？应该不会吧，中指算是没有那么激烈的行为吧。
The color of his skin is a mix of death-like pallor and dark blue bruises. Must be
之前
agonizing.
的房子老太太对吼，也是一样，又眼睛看不到，也没办法讲话，好像舌头是没了吼。
The color.
现在这边的不知道是不是一样的情况。好，所以可以进去学校里面。
I can't do that. It would be too dangerous.
整座建筑
Any
随
time
时
now,
都
the
能
whole
倒
building
塌。
could collapse.
那我们该怎么办呢？纸条，有谁看得到的吗？他的眼睛，这个家伙的眼睛到底看得到看不到？给他们看一下纸条，看看。纸条加年轻人。这么远哦
I dare not to try this.
不敢尝试这种做法。那纸条加女人，
This feels wrong.
纸条加老妇人，眼睛都看不到的。
I struggle to find a reason to do that. I should contemplate more about this.
会不会是某个？
The color of his skin is a mix of death-like pallor and dark blue bruise.
如果我说我直接用麻袋把它绑起来
I
呢？
struggle to find
没
a
办法
reason，to do that.
会不会其实就是这些人其中一个人？这个呢？
I have no faith in.
麻袋年轻人，
If
右
I
边
didn't come here, thoughts like
右边，右边这边没有办法调查，这样还有缺什么吗？里面，其他地方都调查过一轮了。
a dozen people are just.
纸条夹里面，
I have no faith.
纸条夹里面，在这边吹哨子呢，
Allegedly.
没反应。
This feels wrong.
好吧，所以这边调查没有结果吗？这边是离开年轻人。 怎么了？他不能说话。他指的是那个老妇人吗？最近猎人直播让我重新思考一个问题。哦，这个东西啊，这个东西不是讲过了吗？记忆黑白显人的过程中，到底付出了多少无法想象的代价，才可以得到雷达的夸赞？他不能说话，他怎么了
What happened to you?
I have no God. I will be saved both in this life and the ever after.
You think you will be safe without God?
Without God, I live without fear for my life and the hereafter. I wonder when I will hear the prophet preach again.
还有谁？
I want to pray with him.
再次听到先知的布道，跟他一起祈祷。他为什么不能说话？
Why can't she talk?
She's already a child, my future
他是一个子民
sister.
了，
She is safe now.
没有舌头也没有眼睛，对他而言是安全的。我想跟你们的先知谈谈。
I would like to speak to your prophet.
No, he speaks only if you're chosen. You cannot come here and demand to speak to him.
Can you ask if I can talk to him?
I'm not a child yet.
Can she ask?
Beware. You're making us all angry.
你最近去过墓地吗？我想我在那边见过你哦。
Have you been to the cemetery lately? I think I saw you there.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I have to become a fully initiated child first. Tomorrow, I become a child.
Is it possible that she was at the cemetery?
We don't go to the cemetery. We have no faith anymore.
你相信假先知？
You have faith in a false prophet.
Watch your mouth. Say nothing against our Savior. Look around you. See how much suffering and death there is. What is your God doing to prevent it? God is useless. Faith is futile. The mountain's malignancy is
王
here.
将要到来，
The king is coming.
别再胡说八道了。我知道摩羯西跟他的追随者偷了一具尸体。
Stop fooling me around. I know Moisa and his followers stole a body.
You have eyes, but you can't see.
哎，
God has made you blind. You are enslaved by your own self.
Enough! My children are not murderers.
My prophet,
那在学校里面，
Is allowed to see.
as you wish, my prophet.
这个是这是个门哦。OK， 好。好，我们要来找他要尸体。他没有脚吗？看起来不像是盘腿坐。灯肉串，这个是黑板。好。
I'm honored to be standing here at the feet of the prophet of Kotar.
You have to forgive my children. Some
肉
lose
串该不会是他的
their
脚
temper
吧？
too easily. You're welcome to
吃跟
stay
烤肉串
here.
应该不会吧？
Please,
啊，可
make
能是在坟墓
yourself
那边的一
at
双
home.
脚。
Have one of my skewers.
坟墓那边有一双没有主人的脚。
I must insist. Nothing good is achieved on an empty stomach.
吃吗？吃。
I'm taking only one for the sake of this conversation.
肉串，看起来是老鼠吗？
A grilled rat.
是吧？或者是喂它吃？
It's not going to work.
好啦，跟他谈话。
You didn't eat.
I'm not hungry.
You already said that. It is not only disrespectful towards your host, but it makes your thinking
哦，
impaired.
中场休息吗？
If not
讲完
now,
了。
I trust you'll appreciate it later when hunger strikes you. So, what do you want?
哦 ，hello。
Feast?
有人看到你的追随者从墓地偷了一具尸体。
Your followers were seen stealing a body from the cemetery.
You already said that. I'm curious. What body we're talking about?
Fran Merzel's.
I don't know where that body is.
Oh, but you do. Gregor saw your people running away from the graveyard with it.
So it was him who gave you the task. That explains a lot. If a man serves your god, does that make him a good man, no matter what he
解谜不多，
does?
嘿，是目前解谜不多，
Just answer my question.
就是东跑西跑，然后找一些线索，然后就可以开启对话。这样，我不是来跟你这样的人争论的，我需要那具尸体。
I'm not here to start arguments with a man like you. I need that body.
Gregor has something you want. I understand now. It's not a matter of helping him, just because
解
he
谜不多也不
asked.
好。对啦对啦，就是如果剧情好的话，好好讲故事就够了。
Sure.
回答我的问题，尸体在哪里？
Answer my question. Where is the body?
What body?
The one stolen from
回
the
答枪。
cemetery today.
Take off the cover of the barrel and look inside.
Why? What am I going to find in there?
The body we're
接学报告呢？
Go
反正会把它玩完了。
Don't be scared.
所以月季什么？月季是什么？开这个。
He said the truth.
OK。
I always tell the truth, and nothing but the truth.
内容太多，还是看重播。
Beware of the man who
目
tasked
前
you with this matter. He's not to be trusted.
熬夜的公司，对啊，其实我也愿意看那
He's
个
a
啊，
drug fiend.
我也愿意看
And that
图书馆的
body
剧
is
情啊
not。the body you're
但是
looking
图书馆我战斗就打不过嘛，
It is the body my children obtained.
它不是你
But
想要的
it
那
is
一具
not。the one you want.
How can you... You're lying now. I suspected this was going too well.
I knew that black-hearted man.
同理的不是我们要找的尸体。
I assure you, that is not him in the barrel.
这尸体已经严重腐烂，你们怎么能这么确定？目前今天的进展就是我们找到了水蛭嘛，找到了水蛭，找到了一个假的水蛭，把假的水蛭给杀掉之后，让那个脖子上养了一只水蛭的人可以回到教会，船就空出来了。船空出来之后，我们就搭船去找到那个哈图尔，就是那个典狱长。然后我们把典狱长杀掉了。我们把典狱长杀掉，或者是我们以为我们把他杀掉了啦。然后把那个妹妹的老公救出来了，这样子。然后妹妹的老公在休息，现在在房子里面休息。然后我们就继续在那边调查，这样。这具尸体严重腐烂了，你们怎么能这么确定？然后那个侦探，那个脑袋缺了一边的侦探有把一些线索给我们，对，然后我们就根据那个线索跑来这边，不是跑来这边，跑去墓地，然后墓地的人叫我们来帮他一个忙，帮他找一具尸体，所以我们现在在解一个支线任务的途中。是费特，Hello， 费特 ，Hello， 你好。这具尸体严重腐烂，你们怎么能这么确定呢？
This body is heavily decomposed. How can you be so sure?
He had the jaw enforced with a golden plate, and teeth infused with pure gold.
下巴被镶上金盘子是什么意思？
Has no value to me.
所以你们偷错了尸体啊！所以这是我们要找的尸体没有错，但是并不是他们要找的尸体吧？
So you stole the wrong body?
You think my children made a mistake? My guidance is flawless. They never make mistakes.
They are blind.
Blind in this reality, my little priest. Not blind in the other one. Take it or listen to what I have to say. The choice is yours.
What would you possibly have to say?
This is not the first time a body has disappeared
第
from
一
the
次想要找回
cemetery,
尸体，
but it is the first time he wants one back. Something is going on, and I can smell foul play and fear coming from behind the walls.
What are you implying?
Gregor knows this is not Fran. Make him talk. Threaten him with a denouncement for sacrilege. If I'm right, and of course I am, I want you to make him tell you where Fran's body lies. You find Fran's head, and you bring it
找
to
到
me.
弗兰的头，把它带给我。所以是搞不懂身体跟头搞混了吗？仅仅是想到要拿别人的脑袋就让我感到恶心。
It makes me sick to even think about taking someone's head.
Have me as an ally, not a foe. Do what is right.
你在陷害我，如果我这么做，我将受到亵渎神灵的谴责。
You are setting me up here. If I do that, I could be the one denounced for sacrilege.
I just want the head. You have my word. I don't care for the Catholic community and their pathetic laws.
How can I trust this man? How can I trust anybody? I don't know what to do. Should I take the body?
拖走尸体带给格雷格尔。我想我应该跟格雷格尔谈谈。如果带过去的话，这个任务就结束了吧？那我们还是跟格雷格尔谈谈好了。
No. I think I'll have a
要怎么
talk
拿
with
尸体？
Gregor
我们有个袋
instead.
子。
You made the right choice, little priest.
这边，你为什么叫我小牧师？我是僧人。
Why are you calling me little priest? I'm a monk.
有来这边时间有先准备好。
You are now. But the future holds many secrets.
What is that supposed to mean?
Patience.
你称自己为先知，
You call yourself a prophet?
My children call me. I merely tell them what I know and guide them.
You tell them lies in a very persuasive way. What kind of monster gets people to gouge their eyes out? Oh, and I forgot. Their tongues as well.
It's for their own good.
To live disfigured by their own hand?
If they don't see, they cannot perceive the eye. If they don't talk, they cannot lure the demons to themselves. My children live
生活
without
在没有
fear
恐惧的状态
and
中
are。protected from the horror that is coming.
眼睛，
The eye?
The all-seeing eye
月
of
魔
the
的权势之
moon
眼
demon,。Kasak, the king of Achrizat.
This one?
Little priest, keep that drawing in your pocket. Do not show it to me ever again.
所以这也是另外一个想要对抗那个邪教的另外一个教派，但是没有跟我们的教会站在一起。你说的恐怖是什么？哦 ，K3呢 ？K3 Hello K3 Hello。好，谢谢。感谢纠团，感谢纠团。
What horror are you talking about? How could it get any worse than this?
再一下就要收台
This
了。
place, there is nothing but
好
horror.
，Hello。
This town hangs loosely
小
on
镇
the brim
悬
of
在
a
黑暗无
dark
边的深
and
渊边缘。
endless abyss. The prophecy of Kasak foretells the arrival of the king of Saborens on earth. The day draws near, my little priest. The king is already here.
明天不用上班了说，可是我的体力很差。
Hiding in the ground, growing stronger in the shadows.
最近我开台好像都2个小时左右哈。
Himself with the book.
最近都没有办法长时间开台了，开一下就累了。
This town will fall into eternal darkness.
带着这本书现身
Everyone will become slaves
刚刚也有提到
in the
书
kingdom of Achrizath. Everyone except for my children.
体力差是因为整碗西瓜没有，就算撇开西瓜的因素，西瓜算是一部分的因素了，好不好？为什么挖出自己的眼睛跟舌头呢？
Why don't you take out your own eyes and tongue then?
It's too late for me.
我已经看到并且感受到了恐
I
怖。
felt the horrors. I cannot be saved any longer, but I can save others. I'm my children's eyes and voice now. Their guiding light, and I will protect them from what is coming.
就眼不见为净是吧？卡萨格的预言称为什么？这个预言写在哪里？无非是胡言乱语。好，喝水。
The prophecy of Kasag foretells... How? Where was this prophecy written? It's nothing but babble.
The proof exists. The book is not a lie.
Kasag was summoned and asked to dictate the prophecy?
Careful, little priest. You must get a hold of your fear. Do not let it ridicule reality just to make you feel better. The book of Sekfra disappeared centuries ago, but it's not a lie. All we can hope is that it was destroyed, for that would be the only way to a safer existence.
所以卡萨格如果跟着那本书一起出现的话，事情就不妙了。大概是这样子吧。不要认为这是一种侮辱，但我必须要问你是否是一次失败的献祭尝试。
Don't take this as an insult, but I have to ask. Are you a failed ritual attempt, perhaps?
You think they got me?
哦，是不是邪教曾经把他抓住过？
Your legs. I don't know. I'm simply asking.
No. I was never caught, and I never will be. What you see here is what happens when God and his followers look the other way.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. Keep being what
继
you
续
are.
做你自己。
You'll find out soon enough. People learn only when they lose something of their own.
鲁道夫·莫泽克。
Rudolf Moisek?
Let me guess. It was Henry who told you about me.
Evelina.
And so she cried, sad not knowing my fate.
哦，他就是刚刚
She told you about me, and now you're
那个修女提到的
here to bring me
背
back
弃了上帝的那个
to
人
the。right path.
Not in so many words, but she did talk about you for a bit.
You can tell her you didn't find me. We live divided by two walls, and she never sees me. God must
这
be
款剧情如何？
blind.
就还 OK，
She thinks you can still change.
But I
翻译的
did
不太顺，
already.
所以有时候会跟不上他们在讲什么。
I am now free
我
and
谈了
can see.
Why did you renounce God?
You know what this town is. A town of liars and hypocrites. As long as I serve them well, as long as I listen to their orders, and as long
那好
as
像
I
有恐怖的
smile
可怕吗？
to
目前
their
好像没什么
stupid
特别恐
jokes.
怖的啦。
I was their man. I was an exemplary Catholic. When I needed their help, where were they? When I needed a
虫子很
job,
恐怖，但
did they
好像也没
give
什么
me
虫子。
When I cried for rescue from the mine, did they get me out? The answer is no. No to all. And no more kowtowing at their feet. I'd rather crawl all my life than be a blind slave to them and their so-called God.
You've got it all wrong. Or you want to have it this way because you have remorse.
History repeats itself. These people abandoned even Kotar when he needed them the most. When I needed them, they did the same to me. Then God laughed at my misfortune and made me this way. Do yourself a favor and run away from here, from this community of sheep, from God. They will abandon you, one way or another.
你能告诉跟我说说，你能跟我说说雅科夫·普雷格
What can you tell me about
是
Yakov
前任神父吧？
Want to know my opinion?
Just what happened to him? You seem to be a man of many sources, so...
He was eaten by the Saborans. His eyes were taken as toys for the children, and his tongue for a souvenir. That is what I heard.
This is a serious matter. The man was a priest of this town.
And I'm the prophet of this town now. Listen
被
to
吃
me
了，
when
对，
I
因为
tell
邪
you
教
he
哦，
was
那个邪教是吃人，
useless,
会吃人的。
merely a weak-willed opportunist. Even before I
Opportunist.
opened my eyes and left God behind, I knew that man was a no good. Who knows what really happened to him? But I can assure you, nobody cares.
看看这个先知，
Take a look at this, Prophet.
不是已经看过了吗？
Move that eye away from me!
Why? It's just a drawing.
It is not!
What about the Latin text? Can you make it out?
No. Now put it away before I call my children.
Prophet? Prophet?
OK， 好，离开了。然后这个水桶的，
Should I take the body?
好，就先留着，
No.
我们要回去
I
谈
think
谈。
I'll have a talk with Gregor instead.
You made
再回去跟那个守墓人谈一下尸体的事情。其实有点搞不懂他们关于这个尸体的解释。OK， 坟墓在后面。
Gregor? Are you in there? I know the truth about the body, Gregor. That is not Fran.
Shut up! Come over here, let's talk.
"好，所以那些人要偷的是格雷格尔的尸体，不是格雷格尔的尸体，
Is everything all right?
是那个弗兰的尸
Color has
体
vanished。from your cheeks.
You mentioned Fran.
Gregor, I'm the only person in this
但是
town
那
that
具
can
尸体
help
并
you
不
get
是
away
弗兰
with
的尸
this.
体。
I want answers, and I need them now. Otherwise, you'll be facing a denouncement for sacrilege. And you know what that means.
Yes, of course. Everything you need.
你不会再叫我闭嘴了吗？
You won't tell me to shut up anymore?
I'm sinful like all human beings, and I ask for absolution.
Ask for forgiveness elsewhere. I'm only here for answers.
哎，在哪里可以找到那个拉丁铭文？那尸体的事情就不管了吗？
Where can I find that Latin inscription?
哎，新品节开始了。
Latin nonsense, as you call it.
It's engraved on the Griswold's family
格
mausoleum.
里斯沃尔德，
Which one is theirs?
It's not here. You'll have to find it yourself.
不在这里。
Bezimeni is the name. It's the old medieval graveyard in the forest at the Church of Mary.
The place where they found the mayor's body.
玛丽教堂发现市长尸体的地方。笔记中的眼睛图画呢？它还是来自格里斯沃尔
What
德
about
吗？
the eye drawing from the note? Is it from the Griswolds as well?
Their mausoleum holds just the inscription. But let me see the note again. No, I don't know. It could be the all-seeing eye of God. I'm sorry.
贝奇梅尼是什么意思？
What does Bezimeni mean?
Those who have sinned severely, have become heretics, or acted in any way against God were buried at Bezimeni.
欲望清单
The。local church wanted them to be forgotten, and so they decided to inscribe their deeds instead of their names. Bezimeni means without a name. History remembers sins, not names.
Nameless graves.
你对格里斯沃尔德了解多少？
What do you know about the Griswolds?
Conrad,
他困在数年，因为在数年的时间里，谋杀跟吞食数十名儿童，跟女儿发生了关系。
They were both flayed alive, tortured, and ultimately beheaded. Coming from a wealthy family, their relatives managed to get the approval of the church for special treatment, and so they got a mausoleum.
绝对确定铭文来自格里斯沃尔德。
You are absolutely sure the inscription is from the Griswold's place?
I saw it only there.
You said you never leave home.
I haven't for quite some time, but there was a time when I did.
I don't recall seeing a mausoleum at that graveyard.
Like I said, it was a long time ago, but I'm positive it was a mausoleum.
I don't know, Gregor. There's something you're not telling me.
好，回来这边了，睡醒了是吧？
Benedict.
不过其实我们不知道现在这个家伙，现在这个家伙的意识是处在现实还是梦境当中。道具没有，好，他没有道具。好啦，我们今天先到这边好了。什么意思？因为他们第一天来这里的这个小镇的晚上，他们晚上就做了怪梦嘛。对，然后好像他们在梦里面是会遇到别的事情的。对，所以现在虽然我们切换到这个角色，但是我们不太确定说他现在处的环境到底是在做梦，还是已经回到现实了这样子。不有声有钓鱼游戏，好啦，总之先这样吧。对，那下一应该是礼拜五吧，礼拜五我们再继续用这个角色走后续的剧情。那今天就先这样吧，累了，鼻水一直流，天气也稍微温度也稍微下降了一点。好，谢谢大家，到这边了，拜拜，明天会开吗？明天应该不会开。好，晚安，谢谢大家。